Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Turner. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. First down, they run with Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shelton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Schwartz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here come the Bills. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on third. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important. Going forward, they've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
run for it with Elliott. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
That's it, baby.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Schwartz. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Schwartz. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Gun! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
A give to Howard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on first down. Schwartz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, Schwartz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shelton. He got 29 yards that time. 29 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shelton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make it 6-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen going to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Schwartz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Returnable for Lockett. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Running with Howard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Throwing to start the drive. Schwartz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Schwartz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bills have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on second down. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. To throw, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Barney! Detroit!
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. go to Elliott again. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Schwartz. A dump off to Elliott, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Schwartz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Schwartz. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard. Leopard. Check three. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Allen now looking to throw on 2nd down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, here we go.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
To throw is Allen. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gun!
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Set. Blue landing.
Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen. Got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.